Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today we are going back and doing a tea review because today we're looking at David's Tea's Horchata Chai. Now, horchata is one of my favorite drinks if it's at the menu on a restaurant. For anyone who doesn't really know, horchata is I want to say it's a Latin American drink. I know it more as a Mexican drink, but I'm sure it's probably enjoyed all through Central, South America. I don't know. I just drink it. I could be wrong with that fact, so correct me if I'm wrong, but naturally, horchata is a very interesting drink to me because it's very light, it's very refreshing normally, and it kind of tastes like a milkshake. Because usually with the ingredients, you're looking at like a rice milk or a rice water, cinnamon, vanilla, and I think coconut, if I'm not mistaken. It's probably, hopefully, all going to be listed here, so we can kind of figure that out. And it's usually a colder beverage, so I don't know if you can drink horchata warm. I never have, but that's how we made this tea because a chai tea in itself, I think, is best enjoyed warm. So it's going to be an interesting combination, I believe, with your horchata flavors and your chai flavors, and I am very excited to get into this. So let's look at the ingredients, right? Because, okay, immediately we have cinnamon, yerba mate, which I think is very interesting that you're using yerba mate in here, Rooibos, ginger, cardamom, coconut milk powder, natural flavoring, which is listed as horchata, condensed milk, vanilla, and cinnamon. And it looks like those are the main ingredients in here. Oh, white rice and monk fruit powder, which is probably going to be for like a sweetener. Now, this is 2 out of 3 dots on the caffeine scale, so it is medium caffeine. I went and brewed this up already, so hopefully it's cooled down by the time I try to do my taste testing of it. But I find it interesting that they use yerba mate and Rooibos in here because two different kind of tea alternatives. Neither of them are actual teas. Yerba mate is very popular in South America, and it does have a very high caffeine content in retrospect. And Rooibos is a red tea, they say, but they're more or less kind of like a pine bush, if I'm not mistaken. I know I probably explain it like that every time I do a Rooibos review, but there's no actual tea in here, which might be to its benefit because I would have thought if there was, it would have been a white tea, which is probably why they're using a yerba mate, which is similar in flavor, I think, to almost like a white mixed with like a green tea. So let's get into this. So the scent test offhand is really yielding cinnamon, some vanilla. I do smell some cardamom, and I do smell a tone of coconut in here. Now, this does have actual coconut milk in here, so anyone with a coconut allergy, definitely beware. Let's take a couple sips, though. Now, I like it. See, as much as I said chai teas for me are usually best enjoyed warm, this is probably going to make a perfect iced tea because when you drink it, you get that lightness of the Rooibos and the yerba mate flavor in there, but with the coconut, the vanilla, the cinnamon in there, it really just still kind of tastes refreshing. Now, don't get me wrong, this tastes fantastic as a hot tea, and it really does like embody the spirit of an horchata with a chai tea. The spices of the chai add a certain flavor to it, which kind of makes sense because like cardamom and ginger definitely work well, I think, with cinnamon being in there. And cinnamon being the first ingredient there, it's really very clear from the first couple sips. That is a flavor that you're going to be getting a lot of in this. I like this. This is fantastic. I've waited a while to try this tea. I've had it in the cabinet, and I thought today, because it's colder out there, we might get some snow here in Jersey. It would be a perfect time to go and do a little tea review, and horchata chai was the first one that came to mind. Now, I should have known yerba mate was in there because if I read the full container, mate is right up top, and usually that's a good indication that yerba mate would be in here. So, other thing I found interesting oddly enough, about the print on here, which, I mean, it's a little thing. It's just kind of funny, is that the label itself, on the bottom, you can see the PDF file, like, listed as to where it was printed from. So, you know, as a tech guy, that's kind of funny. But yeah, Horchata Chai, I think, is a very great tea that, as much as I love it right now, warm, I might save some of this and make an iced tea with this, because I think, personally, it would make a great iced tea, as I mentioned earlier. It has such a flavor to it that if you like horchata and if you like chai tea, they really did a great job in bringing this all together in a way that is just freaking fantastic. That's fantastic. Fantastic. This ain't a Fran Drescher tea. This is a delicious tea. Not to say that her tea, we're not going to get into that, right? But Horchata Chai, I think, is a very delicious tea. I definitely recommend checking it out. I know I've said it's good like 14 times now. But what do you guys think? You know where we're going with this. If you guys have had Horchata Chai before, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Would you recommend it to a friend? And until next time, guys, I will catch you later. See ya. Bye.